don't y'all forget to unify and thrive. Check out the website. Now we use that tech, teaching that computer literacy in 2020. Things going on. But they said about me right now. Frank, what's going on with you?
Not much. It's a beautiful day. We at it again. You already know. Check out my sites, lucidperspective.com. Check out cyberbunny.com. King Arthur, what's going on with you, bro? What's happening? What we doing?
Not much. Today we got Miss Nicole Murphy in the building. We got her company is called Barter Black. Barter Black. That's something that's big in the community. Something we should probably be taking trend to, right? We should probably be trying to trend toward that way because life is getting. If you ain't unifying and thriving, you probably gonna be losing real soon, right? So, how you
Right.
doing, Davis Murphy?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. How are you guys?
Yes, ma'am. Perfect, perfect.
Can't complain. We could complain.
Uh,
We can't complain. Everything's good.
ain't doing no good though.
Everything's good.
Let's get into this thing. Let's get into this thing. So, Miss Murphy, we like to ask all our guests when we get started. What is your figuring shit out moment? That's referring to business or life or anything that made you say, "Aha."
Mm.
I think my figuring shit out moment was probably when I thought of Barter Black because it was during the pandemic. I think a lot of businesses started during the pandemic, a lot failed during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
before Barter Black, I had a short-term property management company in the DC area where we cleaned and managed Airbnb properties. So of course, when the pandemic hit, things went crazy. My business did not survive on that front.
Mm.
But I saw how I struggled during that moment. And I knew how other Black entrepreneurs were struggling through that moment as well. So I said, why aren't we helping each other out? We're so talented. We have so many skills. Why aren't we helping each other out in our businesses? And that's how Barter Black was birthed. And I do not believe that if, the pandemic didn't happen, I don't think that I would be sitting here talking to you guys. I don't think
Mm.
Barter Black would have, came to fruition. But that was definitely my
Mm-hmm.
figure shit out because I had no idea what I was going to do.
That's major. The pandemic, like we were kind of, so me and Frank are techies, right? So we were kind of already noticing the shift in the world a little bit, but
Hmm.
I say, when I views my tech company, we were teaching like old stuff like typing and hardware and software. But when the pandemic came and 2020 hit, it was like AR, VR, 3D printing, like out of nowhere. Those
That's
technologies were
true.
around, but it was just like forefront,
Yeah.
like that happened, right? So, um, what type of businesses did you see that you think that could have been bartering together? Like, so what made you think of like bartering? Yeah, we don't. I, yeah, let's go there. What kind of business did you see that?
What's barter black? What does that mean? What are we bartering?
Yeah.
Are we
So,
exchanging money for
so,
services? Oh, that's the old
so
school stuff.
for
Yeah.
for anyone who doesn't know what bartering is the exchange of goods, services, your time, resources, skills, anything, exchange with each other. So when I created Barter Black, the purpose is and the focus is for Black entrepreneurs to grow and scale their business. Too many times we operate as solopreneurs, so it's important for you to get people to help you in your business, whether it's web development, accounting, graphic design, those types of things that you need help with, that you're spending a lot of time trying to learn and not
Mm.
focus on your actual business. So though you can
Right.
barter anything, there's no limit to it.
So is it like service for
Okay.
service as opposed to like exchanging service for money? So like if I
Yeah,
do
no
websites,
money is involved.
oh, okay, that's
Yeah, no money is involved. So we're actually relaunching right now. So our
Okay.
first platform was service for service. You had to exchange service for service at the same time for the same value. But
hmm.
that created a barrier because you might not have wanted what I had to return,
Mm-hmm.
but I needed what you had. So what we're doing now is integrating what we call trade credits, which are going to be called barter bucks. So you can go online and purchase graphic design services for our barter bucks. That graphic designer, once they're done, they'll be credited barter bucks into their account, and then they can go into our ecosystem of other entrepreneurs and purchase whatever they want. So we're creating that ecosystem of collaboration and bartering, where you don't need to exchange. Your exchange on our platform is our trade credits called Barter Bucks.
Yo,
Okay,
that is
that's
dope.
cool. Yeah. So
Thank
do you have to
you.
like buy barter bucks, or you just how do you get barter bucks?
Yes, great question. So since we are launching soon, what I have done was everyone who signs up gets a barter credit. So depending on the plan, you get 250 barter bucks or you get 500 barter bucks to start with. But you earn barter bucks by listing your goods and services. So if you're a web designer, someone purchased web design on our platform for $1,500 for 1,500 barter bucks. That's how you earn barter bucks.
Okay.
That's
And so then I
crazy.
can use those 1,500 barter bucks to go find me a lawyer
And
or an
yeah,
accountant.
accountant.
Right.
Yeah.
Roger that. Roger
Yep.
that. That's cool. That's really dope. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
And so you said before, the reason you came up with the barter bucks was because of issues with like if I have a service and I'm providing a service, but I don't necessarily need your service, can you still do that portion of it, or is it shifting over to the barter bucks where there's no longer going to be service for
yeah.
service type of deal?
Yeah, it's no longer service for service, but you can
Mhm.
take those barter bucks that you earned from doing that service and purchase from that person, or you can
Okay.
purchase from anyone else on the website. It just eliminates that barrier of us having to exchange at the same time for the same value.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
cool. So how do you plan on making money then? Because your business can't thrive and survive off barter bucks through the real world ecosystem. All right.
Great question. Great question. So the new platform is going to be similar to a Fiverr and Upwork type of thing. If you ever use those,
Right.
you go online, there's a service fee. So that's where we
Mm.
make our money, on the service fee. So if you
Uh,
purchase a $1,500 service in barter bucks, we're charging you an 8% service fee in dollars. So that goes to us. So that's how we make our money.
okay.
that's
That's
nice.
unique.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
And I don't know about this could be a little rant, so just bear with me. But I can't stand Fiverr. Fiverr is
Oh my
just like
God.
it's saturated with, I'm not gonna talk shit. But
You're
Upworks,
impatient, that's all.
that's true too. Upworks, I know is probably a little more better quality of things. So
Mhm.
like when people join Barter Black, is there like a vetting process, or like you could just sign up, say what your service is, and you're good to go, or is there like some type of vetting or authorizing process for that?
So we've recently done a lot of customer discovery, and if there are any entrepreneurs that have not done that, please do that. And I've
Mm,
interviewed hundreds of entrepreneurs. The vetting process is hard only because we don't know what actually would constitute you being on a freelancer. So it's like a freelancer platform. So yes, you can join. You are paying. I did miss that you are paying a monthly fee, so you do have that.
mhm,
But then we also have things like you can upload your resume. We tell people to do their due diligence as well. I know a lot of freelance platforms don't necessarily have. We encourage you to upload your resume because we want people to see what skills you actually have. And then we have reviews like anyone else. Not in this version, but in the next version, whenever, I'm not sure when that would be, but we're going to be offering barter bucks to anyone who, so if someone leaves a review, someone's looking at your services, they can contact that person personally and get what
mm.
their experience was with them. So we want to make it as accessible as possible when you are searching, because I agree with you. Those platforms are so oversaturated.
Yeah.
Like, trying to find someone is really, really hard. And then language barrier too, that's a big one, that we
Mm.
found a lot of people are using people in different countries, and it's harder to get things done. So
Are you looking for a media agency that covers all the creative tasks that make a business successful? Lucid Perspective produces elegant, high-resolution graphics and logos, high-definition and 4K video, complete with treatment concepts and innovative editing. Lucid Perspective provides photography services such as fashion, advertisements, product or service, and aerial photography. We also help businesses build their brands from the ground up with complete campaigns that will make your business attractive to your target audience. We can bring your brand to the masses with our effective and strategic marketing campaigns to include sales funnels, eye-catching advertisements, breakthrough digital marketing through social media, and other digital avenues. Visit lucidperspective.com today.
We want to make sure that people are, using their community.
And that's been my main gripe with Fiverr is like the working hours is like when I'm asleep, 4, 3 in the morning. That's when they're up working. Then we wake up and they sleep, right? So then you got that, and then the language, and then all that stuff, and then it's King could tell you I gripe on Fiverr all the time.
Yeah, he does. And so I like Upwork. It's a little bit easier to vet, your talent or your people, but Fiverr can be kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, definitely.
So what separates you, Barter Black, from those other service types, platforms?
So I feel like in this new season of Barter Black and the platform that we are about to launch, we are about to go up against those platforms. So what separates us, the biggest one, is that it's cost effective. What's going to cost you $1,500 there is going to cost you $300 with us. So that's the big difference in dollars. We're also creating this community of Black entrepreneurship where we're actually helping each other grow. A lot of times we don't trust, we don't hire, we don't do these types of things. So we're kind of cultivating a community where we show we can work together. We can build sustainable businesses. It is important for us to help each other grow and succeed. And we want to make sure that people on the platform are willing to help each other out, create that ecosystem that I'm trying to build.
That's huge.
Okay. Yeah.
No, that definitely
nice. I used to say a lot. Black people would say, minorities and Black and brown folks don't work together or don't help each other out, don't unify. But then I literally, when I started seeking people to work with or to help me or to work with, they were there. They've always been there. And I've always said that people that say that Black folks don't stay together are the ones who are not sticking together. The ones who are not unifying. They're literally and deliberately, I'm not working with y'all. But that's a trick that the community was put into, the crab in the barrel mentality and it's a plan that worked pretty damn well for the past 100 or so years, right? So how do you plan on getting these service providers, right? Because I had an app, and it was a service app, but it was like hairstylists and barbers meet the customers, right? We were braiding together like an Uber style. But one of my issues was getting quality, or a lot of, not even quality, just a lot of them, so the customers could have something to pick from. So how do you plan on doing that? Right.
So right now our plan is to be on podcasts such as yours, get the word out. Hey. I am. We have launched our early adopter program, so I'm having people sign up as early adopters that can be on the platform before we launch, because this platform cannot work without people there. So and with that, I'm offering, so you pay your activation fee and your monthly fee, and you get 6 months. So making sure that there's no excuses, and then it's around education too, because it's like, are you going to keep trying to learn all the things that are slowing your business process down, or are you going to get the help that you need? Because with Barter Black, there's no excuse for you not to get the help that you need. The money is not the issue. And I know a lot of people, well, I can't hire because I don't have the money. Well, you use Barter Black. You leverage your experience and your expertise. So that's how I'm planning on getting people. And I've been working on this, since the pandemic. So I've seen people get the idea now. They get it now. So it's not something that I, just started. It's something that I've been working on for a really long time.
All right.
Do you have like this is probably a silly question. You have like a website where it talks about, I know you said that you're going to do a launch, but where you can look up information about it
Yep.
and
Yep.
sign up, maybe
It's
be a adopter, early adopter.
Yeah. Yeah. It's barterblack.io. It's
I'm looking right now.
our old
IO.
platform, but in a few weeks it'll transfer over to what we have. The developers are working really, really hard. I'm so excited. I was able to go through the onboarding process of our new website yesterday.
Ooh. Mhm.
So I'm just super excited. But yeah, you'll be able to learn more information at barterblack.io.
You got the IO. That's dope.
That's
Not a lot of people doing the new domains. I got a
hey,
bunch of .coms.
that's one of hey Frank, that's one of my selling points. Like when I'm telling people about getting a website, and I'm like, let's get creative. You ain't got to be a .com no more. So that's how I did a website called Fatima. Her last name is
Okay.
Faith, and so her website is Fatima.faith. Like I told her that, and she was like,
Oh.
"Oh, I love it, I love it." She was a real static. Like, I got
Yeah,
a three sons that site. I got a BLL Solutions for like a lawn care guy, and so those new extensions are really popular. People, and it intrigues people when they hear about them, right? It's like, what's that? You know?
yeah. I remember
What you
when
mean?
a .com was gold. Like everybody was like, "Don't touch nothing else." We had .net, we had .org, we had .edu, we had some other ones, but everyone's like, if you
the
don't get the .com, don't even bother. Now it's like it don't matter. You know what I'm
don't get
saying?
a .com. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I just signed up for that.
Um, have you so how's your marketing? Have you thought about partnering with like those business directories? I know I'm trying to get Virginia Black business directory on. We've had Blair Durham from the Black Brand. She's a business incubator. Have you thought about partnering and collaborating with people like that?
Yes, absolutely. So I have a list and I'm sending out emails,
There you go.
about 5 or 6 emails every day. So I'm trying to get around because, those are the communities that have our audience. So it's important to partner with those communities who already have our audience, who want their, audience to grow and scale their business, who knows they're struggling with funding. This is the way that they can help them with that by partnering with us. So I'm open to partnering with any community organization out there.
What would you say
So
is the most popular pool of talent? Like, do you get mostly web designers? Do you get mostly tax people? Like, what is the breakdown of pool talent, if you know?
It varies,
Hmm.
but when I did, this round of customer discovery, well, this round and the last round of customer discovery research, what's really wanted and needed, and if it's you, you can make a killing. I mean, you can get whatever you want on the platform. If you're a virtual assistant, if you're an accountant, if you do something in marketing, and legal. Those 4 things, if you have
Yeah,
those skills and expertise, people are going to purchase from you on this platform. And then you can use those barter bucks to scale your business like no other.
that's crazy. Yeah, because those are the things, like most people, like when you start a business, right? You start with an idea, you start with the talent, and those things you just named are like the mundane business processes that most people like. I can't do that, or I don't have the
Right.
skill, or it's a learning curve to learn.
most creatives don't even think about, right?
Right. You're not thinking about accounting or legal or virtual assistant. Those are the mundane tasks that you're trying to get away from, you know what I'm saying, doing.
Exactly.
So that's huge. So would you say there are more creatives on the site now, like web designers, graphic artists?
Hi, I'm King Arthur, founder of Novel Views Tech, where we prepare children aged 10 to 17 for a future shaped by advanced technology. Our curriculum dives into fields like robotics, nanotechnology, quantum computing, and more. But what really brings learning to life are our bi-monthly, Exploring the Future of Technology, webinars, hosted by industry experts. These webinars aren't just lectures, they're interactive discussions that connect your child to the pulse of the tech world, creating a learning experience that goes beyond the classroom. We offer a money-back guarantee to ensure you're completely satisfied. Equip your child with the skills to not just adapt, but to innovate and lead in the future. Join us at Novel Views. tech, and let's build their future today.
Yeah, there are a lot of creatives on the platform. There are a lot of one of the things when you said what makes us different, I didn't mention you'll be able to sell your products on the platform as well. So it's not just services, it's product based and service based businesses.
So we got to get as far as like accounting and legal, like how would you market to those people to attract them to the site? You know what I mean? Because I guess their niche, they may be busy wherever they are in their own business or, you know, a 9 to 5. How do you think you could get more of those type of people in those fields over to Barter Black so the ecosystem can thrive?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing is where they are in their business. And if they're stuck in that, oh, I need to learn this too, because most of them are doing everything themselves. So the accountant is doing the accounting because that's their zone of genius, but they also created their website. They're also doing flyers for a conference that they're hosting. And they also need to get away from doing all those things. So they need to be on the platform to hire, to get the help in their business. But we've also been educating on how to create your barter offers. And a lot of people don't think about that. Like, just like you create a sales offer, just like you create a sales offer, you have to create a barter offer. And I teach people whatever that sales offer is, you break it down in half for your barter offer, or you break it down into a quarter of your sales offer. That way, you have a sales offer for $3,000, but you're not doing the full $3,000 for a barter. You're doing $1,500 worth for the barter. So it's not taking up most of your time, but you're the expert. So it's going to be faster than someone trying to learn accounting.
Right. And a lot of times those people, accounting and legal, those people aren't creative. You know what I'm saying? You need the creative person to make your stuff look good, do your graphics, do your website. And then you could tell, and you know, King could tell you I'm a stickler for details. When I go to certain sites or I go to certain things, I could tell that's not a creative person, and I could tell they tried. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But it's like you probably should have got a professional or somebody that really does that for that.
Well, I can't wait till you see our new site, so you can tell I tried.
No, your site's good. Your site's good. It's straight.
Yeah. That's the old one.
No, it's decent.
I know Frank, you probably like me, you probably can definitely point out somebody who made their own website, right? Yeah.
No, for sure.
And it don't be bad all the time, but you know, I guess that is needed. Like when you start your business and you got to get a site up, and you need to get some digital real estate. That's cool, but now we got sites like Barter Black to where you can get a legit website or, you know, a better looking website just by being on this site, having access to other people, and then offering your services and products for, you know, barter bucks, right? Right.
That's good.
That's cool.
What is like a 5-year plan? Like where's the dream? Where's the vision where do you see this being in 5 years? Exploded, like better than Fiverr, better than Upwork? Like what's the dream goal for this?
The dream is definitely they're shaking in their boots in the next 5 years. The dream is that these accelerator programs pick up this and sponsor entrepreneurs to be on it. One of the things that I'm working on after we launch is that Black businesses applying for grants and pitch competitions, there's not enough funding. So because there isn't enough funding, why don't you just give them the resource of Barter Black? Because they weren't able to get the funding, they can at least get the resources to grow and scale their business still. So my goal is to partner with a bunch of organizations and definitely be in competition with these top freelancer platforms.
Yeah, I see that you're out there a lot, you know, going to these competitions. You're posting a lot about where you're going to be, speaking engagements, things like that. Talk about the importance of like getting out there, meeting people, shaking hands and kissing babies, all right, for your business.
Kissing babies? You're not supposed to kiss babies.
You kiss the babies.
Sometimes it feels like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's weird because I really am like introverted, but I knew
Okay.
when I launched this that I had to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And the uncomfortable was, being in front of rooms, speaking, pitch
Horrible.
competitions. One of the things that you'll see me doing is pitch competitions. I am completely terrified to stand in front of a room and pitch my business. But I know if I apply and they say, yes, you're pitching, I'm not going to say no. So
But
that's
you
something that's
applied.
in
So
the pitch competition.
I'm sure filling that application and hitting that send form, there's a fear in just doing that too, because it's like, okay, you fill this out, hit send, and it's off. They can
Yeah,
say
it's
yes, they
off.
can say no, but it's like that part,
It's
that
it's
part.
it's off. And the crazy thing is today I got notice that I am going to be pitching in St. Louis
Nice.
in August. And this is
Next
big
one.
money. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, girl, you filled out that application, you went 2 rounds, you're gonna go. You're not gonna say no. So it's
Yeah.
definitely getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, and getting your name out there. I apply to speak wherever, even though I'm terrified, because I know
That's a
that
superpower.
someone told me before that this vision of Barter Black is bigger than my fear. So I stick with that. And even though I'm
Yeah.
afraid, I'm going to do it because it's bigger than me. And I feel like business owners are going to create sustainable businesses with this platform. They're going to grow faster because they have the help that they need. Um,
Right.
so yeah, I just jump out there, honestly.
That's huge. That's a huge achievement. Just that. You know what I'm saying? What do you say? Or for the people that don't know, what is a pitch competition? There might be people like, I never heard of pitch competition. What is that? What is a
Yeah.
pitch competition?
So a pitch competition is where you stand in front of a room. It could be a crowd. It can be 3 judges. It can be anything. They'll give you a time limit,
Mhm.
2 minutes, 3 minutes to pitch your business. So you want to say what your business is, the problem you're solving, the solution, your business model. They'll most times give you a kind of criteria to go by, but basically you're pitching for money.
Oh, it's like
And
Shark
so
Tank.
far, I've won over $20,000 in pitch competitions and grants. So
Woohoo!
No, that's
Yeah,
I'm
huge.
trying to
nice.
win some more.
Yeah,
That's great. Wasn't I thought Shark Tank was out here recently,
they
a
were.
couple of months ago. Did you go to that?
Yeah, of
Did
course.
you do that?
I did not, but I don't think I've told anyone this, but I have applied for Shark Tank before. I
Mhm.
was not ready then, though.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think in the next 2 or 3 years, I may be ready.
So
Because I want to show more than what I have right now. But I was
All
actually
right.
approached to apply.
yeah, Shark Tank is a beast. Like you
Yeah.
got to come with some revenue stream, a super dope idea, and I mean it's called Shark Tank. They're
Some
sharks, right?
charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be my
Nah,
ultimate uncomfortable.
if y'all
You
need
on
if y'all
TV?
need a pitcher, hire me. I'll do your pitching. Tell me about your business. I'll go there and talk. I'm gonna tell you, like I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Going on the I went to Toastmasters. I thought I was
Mm.
shy. I thought I didn't, I thought I wasn't comfortable speaking in front of people. And then when I was in the Toastmasters, there was a gentleman who had Tourette's. And if he didn't get up there every week and talk like he was a normal human being, I say, boy, I said, man, you ain't got no. If you ain't, he got to rest. There's no reason why you,
Yeah.
able-bodied self, go up there and speak to people. Ever since then, it
Yeah.
was like, oh, I just ain't had nothing to say. That's what I feel like. I bored, didn't have nothing to say. Then I was shy to talk to people. Now I talk to anybody, anywhere about anything,
That's
especially
funny.
when I'm talking about what I like and what I got going. I ain't
That's a good
self-centered, but you
point.
need to know what I got going on, right?
No, that's true. I
That's a good
mean,
point.
I'm not passionate about nothing to talk like that in front of people. That's just me though. It's like I got
Don't let yourself
interests,
break.
I got things. I'm like, do I care enough to stand in front of 100 people and talk about it? No, it's not that serious. That's my
Come on.
justification. I'm
Hey,
just saying,
Frank.
I'm being truthful.
Say, Mr. Nicole, I'm trying to get my man on stage in front of like 2,000, 4,500 people to do something like this. And I can't have him over there looking like that
But the
on
thing,
the stage.
I've been So my old past life, I've been in front of people. I've performed on stages to thousands, 10, 5,000 people when I was doing music. But
That's
that's
some rehearsed.
different. Yeah, it's rehearsed, it's like poetry, whatever, reciting, you know what I'm saying? So performing. But like standing and talking off the cuff, or like, I mean, I'm sure I'll put it this way, for the people, how do you prepare for a pitch competition? Like, what do
There
you
you
do?
go.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I know a song that I wrote and
Right.
perform it, that's different than standing there talking about a business and I'm trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? It's goal oriented. So how do you prepare for a pitch competition?
Right. So first I wanted to say maybe if you just schedule it and
Mhm.
tell him he has to show up, and then he can't say no.
Yeah. I mean, I'll show up.
See? He'll show up.
As you get on
Um,
stage,
Sure.
but
sure.
yeah, preparing is a lot. So preparing to pitch, I think the number one thing is you have to believe in what you're saying. Because if you don't, there's definitely they feel that, and then if you don't believe what you're saying, there's chances you definitely fumble the ball if you don't believe what you're saying. But practice in different ways. If I have a pitch coming up, I will practice every day. I will practice with music on. I will practice in the mirror. I actually pitched, and then you have to, because of the different requirements, sometimes a pitch is 60 seconds, sometimes it's
Right.
3 minutes. I've actually pitched to Pharrell Williams and I had 20 seconds. And I've actually pitched to Bishop T.D. Jakes, which he had me sitting on a couch with a coffee table in between. I've never done that before. And I'm like, okay, is this really like what we're doing? But different environments, pitch with noise in the background, pitch without noise, pitch in front of people. There's just different ways because each setting is different every time.
Wow. I can't imagine 20-second pitch.
You gotta pull them in. You gotta give some salacious and goddamn go entertain it. I remember when I was teaching kids in the library, computer literacy, right? But it was more like life skills. I would take them in the library and we go talk to a stranger. Only because I knew how important it was to get that confidence just to speak to people, right? But what I realized was the stranger was just as awkward and uncomfortable as the child. So I think I helped them out as much as I helped the child out too. So that was pretty cool. It
I
wasn't really
like that.
pitching, but yeah, I think I would pitch to somebody in the grocery store. Hey, you ever heard about this thing out here? And just just go for it, I don't know. I'm kind of crazy.
It is now 2023, going on 2024. Why don't you have a VPN? Only for a limited time, go to piavpn.com/cyberbunny. You could get 83% off the PIA VPN. What is a VPN? VPN is basically software that's used to hide an end user information such as IP address, location, private data they may be transferring over the internet, identifiable information such as their devices they're using from being spied on, from hackers, governments, internet service providers, anybody out there who wants to steal your data for their own personal gain. That's basically what a VPN does. If you want to take advantage of this discount, go to piavpn.com/cyberbunny. Go there now, sign up, tell them I sent you, get your software, get it installed on your laptops, on your mobile phones, on your tablets, any device that connects to the internet, get it installed on there. Get protected. Go now.
Yeah, you're really like I'm pitching to anybody, but I like that stranger idea. I have to do that with my son.
Yeah, the kids when they got done with it, they were like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad," because they just had a conversation with a total stranger, and so I'm sure most of them now a little
Did
bit
you give
more
them a topic?
outgoing. No, that's what made it even more random, I guess. Like I said, let's go find somebody you want to speak to in the library. I go say hi. I'm so and so. This is so and so. He wants to have a conversation with you if you have a moment. And they say yeah. So I take a step back and let them two go.
That's dope.
So
Yeah, I love that.
That's dope. Just tell them not to get in no vans or nothing. Don't take no candy or nothing.
we was in the library, bro. Chill.
I'm just saying, hey, you never know. But no, that's a
candy
fun.
for strangers.
Right.
What else?
So
we run out of steam sometimes. Go ahead, my fault.
Yeah. No, you good. You asked about the 5-year plan or whatever. Um, I think my next question, well, my last question is, what are you trying to figure out now? You spoke about what you want to do and how you're going to get other businesses on the platform, but what are you trying to figure out now moving forward?
Right now, my biggest thing is hiring those key people that I need on my team. And it's so hard. We've started the
Mm-hmm.
hiring process. So right now, I'm really focused on hiring a chief operating officer and a strategic partnership director. Um,
Mm.
and that comes with a lot because what I'm doing is even though I'm launching this platform, I still don't have the funding that I need um, to hire. But what I'm doing and what I'm implementing in this hiring process is that we are offering equity compensation, which a lot of times we don't talk about. Other people are doing it, but we're not doing it. And that's when you offer equity in your business for people to come in and work in your business for however long. And then they get a salary after a certain amount of time. So I'm looking because I need help. I have help, but
Don't
I
we all?
need that help in this C-suite type of
Right.
positions that are higher where I can, focus on other things and some people can focus on other parts of the business operations.
That's
So
yes, that's
yes,
always a
I
struggle.
kind of hear you saying you want to work on the business, not in the business. Am I right?
Yes, yes. I don't want to be the employee.
All right. We get it.
Man,
Yeah.
We
that's
dealing
huge.
with that too. Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance you could find your people through your platform? Like, can maybe somebody with those skills, the C-suite skills, get on there and track those type of people, and maybe I could trade something? Or you're talking about more salary strictly for working for you as opposed to
Permanent. Yeah.
Yeah.
bartering.
Yeah, I think so. We have the careers page on the current platform, and some members have applied. And we have it on the new platform, which we'll be pushing it more on the newer platform for
Hmm.
people to apply. But what I've learned early on in my entrepreneurship journey is I am not a good hire, so I will not be doing that. I
What?
feel like I feel
Know
like
your
we get on a
strengths.
call and you say the amazing things I want to hear, and I'm like, you're hired, and then it turns out horribly. So
Oh
I do
wow.
have an HR consultant who's going through all the resumes. I don't see anything. So
Okay.
I want a professional to do that. So as
I get
long
it.
as
So
I have to wait, I'll wait.
so you're the type you see the best in people, you hire right away, talking 5 minutes. You don't there's like no real vetting. Is that how you do?
It I guess I wasn't no. I would have an
No.
interview. I would look over their resume, but it wasn't deep. Like I'm not a professional and I had to learn that. Like, okay, you need to get that help. So that's why I have someone else doing that. And it's funny when people say, oh, I applied for that position. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea.
Mhm.
Like, that's not me.
Maybe I see you on the other side.
Don't say hook me up because it's not that type of position at all.
Good.
Right.
Keeping it
Hook me up.
professional all the way around. Yeah.
We
So this.
struggled on the same thing, trying to find help. It's just the nature of an entrepreneurial beast. If you got a
Right.
company or you're CEO, you're a business person, finding good help is always hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got
Mm.
to find the people, you got to vet them, then you got to keep them, pay them to stay, and there's just all these things that come with that.
And then they got to
Um,
prove themselves. They got to do work for a couple months to even get the flow
yeah,
of things, get it how you want.
then you got to give them
Yeah.
grace for fucking up, because that's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
put in a position where you got to let them go, you know what I'm saying, and fire
Right.
them. Did you
It's
have to
not
fire
comfortable.
somebody at some point? Like, are you did you have like a bad experience with hiring somebody and then having to
Did
fire
I?
them? Is this a story for
That's assuming
offline?
yes.
You don't want to
No,
put nobody out there?
no. It's not. That's funny that you would mention that because my first fire was my best friend. We're still best friends now.
Hey.
That's
But
good.
look, I had to type up the letter and everything. I was
Did you
Hey.
do it over lunch?
this is not gonna work. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
We still talk about that. I don't think she's still mad about that. But yeah, the first fire was my best friend.
That's funny. Well, at least she was willing to help you out and get you some experience on fire, right?
Exactly.
You know what they say? They say don't hire friends and family for
That's true.
there's a reason.
That's true. That's true. It blurs lines, definitely.
Well, I
I'm
know
gonna have
that.
to take experience. I'm gonna take that experience, check that for myself, because I'm gonna hire everybody, all my cousins who want to come along, and I ain't scared to buy you neither though. Don't get it twisted. You steal my money, you mess up the product, you make a customer mad. You might get one chance. That's it. After that,
Right.
you out of there, big dog.
No, that's true though. That's true. They say don't hire friends and family, but it's like sometimes like you feel like you want to be comfortable with the people you're bringing on, and
Right.
you'll be more
Right.
comfortable with people you know than total strangers. But
Right.
then that dynamic with a stranger is like, okay, I don't have no ties with you. I can hire
Right.
you, fire you, whatever. But when it comes to friends and family, especially when dealing with money, sometimes, shit
Right.
can get crazy.
Absolutely.
And then, families break up over money and crazy stuff happens.
I get it. They do say so strangers will support you faster than family and friends will anyway. So I guess I get it. Which
Yeah.
is
That's
true.
Yeah. And I've learned that because that is mostly because they're not our target audience anyway. Like
Mhm.
my audience is Black entrepreneurs. No one in my family is an entrepreneur. So it's like no one has a business. So it's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, okay, Nicole, go on about your business. We'll show up if we can. But other than that, it's not. I have people who still haven't been to an event or, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy. Same here.
We're gonna blow up anyway. You know what I'm talking about?
Period.
They'll come
Yeah.
come on the back end talking about, oh, I always
Hey,
believed in you. Like,
cuz.
Hey, cousin.
Hey,
That's
right.
cousin.
my cousin.
I knew she could do it. Hey, so look,
Right.
man. I guess this episode is all about unifying thriving. We're bartering black. Get you some barter bucks. Visit barterblack.io.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign up, get on the waiting list, I guess, or the
Yes.
pre-approval list, right? If
It's
you need help, go find help. It's out there for you. And Black people do stick together, especially when you're looking for somebody to stick together with or work together with, right? So unify and thrive. You got any final words or remarks for us?
Just to piggyback off of what you said about, asking for help. I see that a lot too. Like a lot of people say that people aren't helping them, but they don't ask for the help. So no one knows what they need. So it's very important to ask. I did this when I decided to relaunch Barter Black. I actually launched a crowd bartering campaign instead of crowdfunding, where instead of asking for financial donations, I asked people to donate their expertise and their skills to help me build this. And surprisingly, so many people bought in to helping me do this. So I'm not doing it alone, which is amazing. But I asked for the help. So now I'm just asking everybody for anything. So ask for the help that you want, and you'll be surprised, how many people are willing to help you.
Well, let me ask this. Do you ask specifically to individuals, or do you like make a post and ask on like a Facebook
Everybody.
post and then wait for people to come? Because I've noticed, for me personally, when I put stuff out or I make a post or I say something and I don't target a specific person, you may or may not get nobody commenting, responding or whatever. So like, how do you ask for help?
So for that, for the campaign that I ran, and I ran it for about 2 months, I've posted about it like a campaign, like a marketing campaign. And then there were also particular things that I know I needed, that I knew who could do it, that I would reach out to personally. Hey, I need this. I'm doing this crowd bartering campaign. If you can help, definitely, fill out the form and we can talk. They can either say yes or no, but you ask, and you'd be surprised how many people say yes. Some people don't have time, and that's fine. But you get a lot more help when you ask instead of not asking.
That's a bar. And I got to shout out the shop. Go to the shop. I know you're about to change the site, but you got some dope t-shirts. I'm looking at the t-shirts right now.
Thank you.
I'm like, these are dope quotes, dope t-shirts. I'm about to get some.
Thank
Are
you.
these going to
Thank
be
you
on the
so
new
much.
site, or are they going away when you change over?
They are
Oh,
probably going to be on the new site. We
okay.
haven't built out that page yet, but they're there for at least another month.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
That's dope. Check out the shop. Go to the shop,
Close
barterblack.io/shop.
and a closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I'm talking about?
That part.
Mm-hmm. That is super dope.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming through. Oh, how can they find you? How can they find you besides Barter Black Dial?
Yeah, on all social media at Barter Black. Facebook, you probably won't be able to find me. Nicole Murphy. There are so many Nicole Murphys, it's ridiculous. But if you look up Barter Black on anything, you'll be able to find me.
Gotcha. This
Oh,
was
that's
fun.
right.
We appreciate you stopping by. And don't forget, y'all, Unify Thrive. We are out of here. Episode 87 in the books. See y'all next time. You
Yeah.
heard?
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Have a good night.
You too.